That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. And thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
What's up, everybody? Anthony here, 6 Skill Mafia, man. We're back in another Mafia in the morning, man. It's crazy. I'm kind of coming back a little bit. A lot of cool shit to talk about, though. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it again. Let's go live again, my friends. See who's up in the chat, man, right now, though, before I get into anything. Because that was crazy. That was a crazy night waking up to all this shit, man. So, collector number 1, dude. What is up, my man? Hope everyone's doing great. You as well, my friend Mark Hansen. What up, my dude? Red in the ledger. Long live the fighters. Hell yeah, man. Scorch is the only one I want out of the 3. Interesting. Oilers saying boo. Maybe he's not too impressed with a lot of what's going on here. Perhaps. Let me know. Damn it, Spock. Also, it's a nah for me for all. Still more money for Trek and Lord of the Rings. Hell yeah, my man. 2 early streams same week. Yes, sir. So no interest from me in any of these, but they're cool. Yeah, let's talk about some of this. Pretty crazy, man. Mark Hansen, though, my man, dude. Upgrading, dude. Thank you so much, my man, for channel membership. I do appreciate it very, very much, my friend. Awesome to show support. If that mall's like 150, I'll get it. That's a bit much. I don't know. We'll see. Keith, what's good, my friend? Thanks for coming through. Mike Favela, also, what's up, man? Hey, everyone. That pill clip never gets old, bro. Never, dude. Hector, also, man, 16 shit. What's up, brother? Man, Plane Zero. Hell yeah, Jedi Chris. What's up, dude? Mario, my brother, what is up, man? I'm assuming you're at work, but man, what is up, brother? Always, man, always. Justin McFly, also another hot day. Hot Toys Land. Yes, sir, dude. Thorn Stars, give me Scorch. Yeah, bro. Pretty stoked about that one. So, really cool, man. Really cool. Stephen Lawrence, also, what's up, my friend? Thank you for coming this morning. Freaky was good, dude. When I woke up, I was hyped for Joker, but after thinking about it, I don't need another $500 Artisan Joker that's one-off, just like Artisan Shadows. I don't know. Dark Empire looks pretty dope, dude. Pretty dope, man. Yeah, appreciate it, my man. Close to 8K, guys, so appreciate it very much. Thank you, guys, always, man. FBJ also in the house. What's up, dude? Deadpool results. Good. What's good, man? Bob Dylan gonna dry run for Scorching, man. Make some clothes. You know, no, man. Don't do it, man. That's the only one I really want, man. So I don't know. Blue Tattoo, what's up, my man? Also coming through this morning. Django Feta Cheese, what's up, man? Greetings from Florida. What's up, my man? Yeah, dude, let's look into this shit. So they didn't really show many pictures though, man, but we do get Scorch, man. And I know I put a poll in the chat already, right? I said, hell yeah, no thanks, or don't know who he is. 35% already, man. Don't know who he is. So, well, here's the thing. Like, this is Bad Batch. I don't watch the Bad Batch, so I'm in a weird spot. But Scorch is from the game Republic Commando, and that's the game that I really enjoyed back in the day. So I know they brought him back in to the Bad Batch, which is interesting, but really freaking cool though to me, because I know you guys, a lot of you guys are maybe not familiar with the game, but it was a squad-based game, first-person shooter. You played, you were boss. That was the guy's name. And then you had 3 commandos with you. Scorch was one of them, which was awesome. There was Sev and there was Fixer, and it was really cool because they had like their own unique abilities. So like, Scorch was more like the munitions guy, Sev, I think he was like, he was a splicer hacker dude. Like, it was cool, man. And you played through the game and you move your units. Anyway, it's the first person, but you'd command your units, and they all did their own cool shit. I always thought that game was awesome. So, yeah, Mark Tech says he didn't do shit in the Bad Batch. So it's kind of like, and I figured I didn't watch it. So, but I'm glad, man. Here's that single fool. What's up? He's she, my man, bro. So there you go. You know what's up, man. Thorn is in the house, man. Demolitions expert. Love that game. It was awesome, dude. So anyway, I don't think they're going to add more of those because this is the Bad Batch license. And as far as I know, he's the only one that has appeared so far in the Bad Batch. But it's cool because that's how he looked in the game too. He had like the distinct yellow armor plates and stuff. And what's really cool, and thanks to Dylan, because I didn't watch Bad Batch, as I mentioned. But it is cool, man. His backpack and pistol is included. And I was told that he didn't even have that in the game, or I'm sorry, in the show, in the Bad Batch. So I was like, all right, this is cool that they're, I guess, doing their homework, right? Because if it wasn't in the show, it's definitely in the game. So it's kind of cool that they added that. It's interesting that they didn't write it like a bonus thing. You know how sometimes with the some of the sequel or prequel stuff, they'd say like bonus, you know, armor piece from the Clone Wars or something like that. But then again, there's no more photos here, so I don't know. But pretty cool though, I think, my man. So say what's up to a couple people in the chat. Let's get what is good. Hey, all from Sweden, thank you for coming, man, this evening. I think for you, Mario, what you saying, man? Hopefully they'll give us a bulk of your skull, just Scorch and the rest of the squad. That would be cool, because like this is kind of right. This is based exactly right, Mark. This is based off the game or the show, but so it's kind of almost like a remold, right, of our commando that we just got. So it's a little bit different, but dude, I'm cool with it, man. Republic Commandos are fucking cool. So if they went VGM line, and I guess it'd be branded under like Legends or something, and they actually did a Republic Commando line, that would be freaking sweet, dude. But I'm cool with this. You know, they're not all going to be like super 100% accurate, and I'm not expecting everything to be, but just to be able to get this, I think this is awesome. Brother Cousins Jay, what's up, man? Are you home? If you're home, let me know, man. You're welcome. Come on and chat with me for a few, man. Not gonna go super long. I just kind of want to cover a few of these things this morning, and then I have a lot of stuff to do. But it wasn't in Bad Batch, but he did have a scene in Clone Wars with the original backpack. Good to know. So it's cool that they're doing this, man. I think so. Brandon, my man, what is good, my friend? Thank you for coming this morning as well. But again, there's only like 4 photos right now. I'm sure obviously they're gonna add some more. I saw Sideshow about 7 hours ago saying, you know, pre-order coming soon. So really freaking cool, man. But the bad news is it's an exclusive. So that kind of sucks, dude. So it's limited to 3,000 pieces is what they're saying on the Hot Toys post. So I don't know how many Hot Toys is going to get, but we know the drill. They're conditioning us for this new queue system and limited stuff. So I don't know how I feel about that. You guys know, like, it's always cool when you get it, and then you're like, well, there was no problem with the queue system. I got it. Everything went smoothly. But then on other times, like the ones you don't get, you're like, fuck, man, I really wanted that. So that's kind of a bummer. It's kind of a bummer that this is an exclusive. So, but now that you guys know, I mean, you guys already kind of voted already, but I'm interested in seeing like how many people are interested in this. So it just kind of sucks, dude. Kind of sucks that it's limited, but that exclusive run, you know what I mean? So some of you guys are saying here, I wonder if they fixed the height issue. I'm guessing they haven't. Probably not, because this is going to be exactly like the other one. So Mike says, I guess if this is an exclusive, I'm going to have to bust out the yellow paint. Dude, it sucks. Yeah, it's exclusive. So I'm sure we're going to get a queue system maybe this week, man. Maybe Friday. You know, they might say it goes up Friday at like 10 a.m. or some shit. So I'm not too sure. Brian, what is good, my friend? Thank you for coming this morning as well. So that's kind of a bummer. That's kind of a bummer, man. Let me know what you guys think really quick as I look here. But I think, you know, it's cool that it's Bad Batch, right? But I don't think they're going to give us Republic Commando. You know, unless, like I said, unless they somehow add them into, well, Bad Batch is over, so I don't fucking know. I don't know. They did say they were going to make a new animated show, right? But I don't know if I don't know. So I doubt it, man. It's one of those where if I didn't get it, the prior one, for whatever reason, I don't want the new one. Totally understand. Because these are going to look good together, man. These are going to look good together. This is going to be awesome. So I'm stoked for it. I'm not a huge, you know, like I said, in the animated department, the Clone Wars is cool. Didn't watch Bad Batch, but I love the game, and I love the armor style, man. I love the helmets. It also, like the other one, it is LED helmet. Kind of sucks that they're not USB, but all good, man. All good either way. Mark Hand says, I hope they don't run him too late in the day, otherwise I'm screwed. That's the other thing, right? You know, they do these weird exclusive times, and either people are at work or you know what I mean. It's like it's fucking weird, dude. Like it's really difficult, you know, for people. You know, what if you're at lunch? What if you're, you know, what position do you have, you know, for work or school, and you may not be able to log in time and get shit, and kind of sucks. So Dylan, my brother, what's up, man? No, not yet, but Sideshow said pre-order coming soon. If I had to guess, I'd say Friday, but I don't know. That's just me guessing. I don't know if you were here, Dylan. I was trying to explain to everybody, you know, Republic Commando and, you know, and Delta Squad, and there's a lot of people didn't know who he was. And again, I didn't really watch, you know, Bad Batch, but that's not really what it is for me. So anyway, Fat Batman, what's up, my man, dude? Hope you're doing well this morning, brother. Oilers Workshop, man, thank you so much, dude, for the $2 super chat. Let's talk about the leaks. I'm not gonna talk about those leaks. And this is funny. This is kind of an inside joke. What did I say about the leaks, man? What did we say in Discord? Oh, man, I don't even remember what we said in Discord about it. It was kind of like an inside joke here, but it's just, you know, who knows, man? Who knows if these leaks are real? They might be, they might not be. A couple seem to be coming true, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna wait and see, bro. I'm gonna wait and see what they say. You know, we'll see when shit pops out, because some of it may not happen. But Dylan says getting the rest of Delta Squad would be amazing. They could be Clone Wars, like, since they had a cameo. That would be really freaking, I mean, if they did it, that'd be dope, man. I know, but you know Oilers, you know how it goes. So so excited, man. Terminator Time, Dark Anakin. We'll see if this is true. I mean, I had heard reports months ago about this exact thing, but I don't really want to address it because, you know, what if this shit ain't real? You know, and then you're like, hey, you know, fucking blah, blah, blah is coming and nothing happens. So I just like, I want to wait and see when Hot Toys actually drop some shit. So I hope it's all true. I do. Jazzy, what is up, my friend? Thanks for coming through this morning, my man. Appreciate it. I just want Grievous. That would be really good, man. So, and I hope they are too. These are all great. Everything that was supposedly there sounds great. So, but I think I may have a guest showing up here in a moment. So before I move on from Scorch, for those of you guys just tuning in, let me know what your thoughts are on this. And did you get the Imperial Commando already? The Republic Commando? Let me know. Because how cool would that be to have Scorch and have like two, if you were lucky to get two Commandos? That would just look sick, man. Looks great here with the Death Star wall. I want to see more photos, man, but I'm pleased. My only thing that kind of sucks is I wish they would implement USB on these guys. I don't think it would be too hard to get an attachment on the back and have it go direct in the helmet, because I want to light these guys up, man. I want to light these guys up. They deserve it, you know. They do. That blue is awesome looking. So not too sure, not to go on about the leaks, but I still believe Hot Toys is going to do a Grievous. Look how well they made those Geonosian droids. Well, we said that like a couple years back. I don't remember if you guys were around then. When Sideshow reissued their Grievous, remember that? For those of you who were around, some of you may not have been around then, but we were really thinking like that's inevitable. It's going to happen at some point. We're going to get a Hot Toys Grievous. I knew it wasn't going to be right away because they don't need to do anything. Hot Toys doesn't need to prove or compete with Sideshow directly when it comes to stuff like that, right? So, but now that it's been a few years and next year's 40th Revenge of the Sith, I mean, pretty cool, man. We'll see. Dylan says, really glad they threw us a bone and gave him the game backpack and pistol. He didn't wear it in the show. They knew what we wanted. Dude, it's badass. I agree. I love all that cool shit. Does the blue and the gun light up? No, I don't think anything lights up, man. Just the helmet, but you gotta have the button cells. So that part kind of sucks. Oh yeah, hello. I want to get a second Imperial Commando, but now I'm waiting if I'm lucky with this guy too. Fingers crossed. Yeah. I know it sucks because they're all exclusive, so now it's like becoming difficult to do like some cool shit. So I don't really know how I feel exactly about it. Oh, we don't say that here around here, Mobby. The Sideshow Grievous. I know. How many of you guys actually got that Grievous? I did not. I remember when it happened, and I went in to pre-order it, and then like a day or two later, I was like, you know what? The last Grievous sucked, and they didn't mention anything about any improvements. So I kind of went with my gut on that one and canceled. And then when it came out, everybody was getting it. And it still had the same like 2017 date on the base. They didn't really change anything. The arms were falling off. And then I do remember they started sending out these like attachments for the arms to like kind of strengthen it, but nah, dude. Just wait for Hot Toys. There's no real rush, man. Hell yeah, I'm going bowling, man. Everybody makes fun of my shirts, man, but you know what? I guess they look like bowling shirts, but they're comfy as shit. Fucking toy box. But yeah, I mean, other than Scorch, man, I do want to talk about this other stuff too. But I'm seeing if Jay's coming on, he might pop in for a little bit. I'd like to speak with him about it. But anyway, let me go ahead and end the poll then, I guess. What do we have the results at? 54 votes, 55 votes. Can we get to 60 votes? And then I'll go ahead and end the poll. I'll end the poll here at 60. And then we can kind of see. Mike says, all they pushed hard was the improved cape. Like that was a problem. Oh, I know, right? They kind of changed it. Oh, yeah, it was really not much, dude. New diecast Grievous would be tempting to get. I think so. I think a lot of people would be definitely on board with a Hot Toys branded Grievous. 100%. Yeah. Are you kidding me? So, I'll just go ahead and end the poll now, and then we'll kind of move on, because I am definitely interested in seeing here. 38% no thanks. 35% hell yeah. 25% don't know who he is. But I'm pretty stoked about it. So, well, let's go ahead and move on a little bit, man. And maybe if Jay shows up, we'll talk. But we also have, this kind of came out of nowhere, right? This kind of came out of nowhere. Big Rib, my man, what is up, my mafia? How are you dealing with the heat? How are you dealing with the heat? It's hot as fuck out here, man. We're both in Arizona, man. It is super, super, super hot out here. It sucks, man. I'm not dealing with it very well. So hope you're staying safe, man. Staying cool, staying indoors. But yeah, so I wasn't expecting this at all. I mean, was anybody? I don't even really know how to I don't even know how to process this, because on one hand, you're like, okay, cool. It's neat. On the other hand, you're like, this is the Artisan Joker head sculpt, right? It's the exact same. I'm not tripping, right? This is like the exact same head sculpt. So do they have were they like, you know what? We made more. Let's kind of double dip and get this head sculpt out there to people and give them a variant. Definitely out of left field. Right, Red. So, I mean, I'm not sure. 16 Shape, my man, says, meh, I'm approaching this from my view, and it's not for me. Oh, well, that's fair. That is fair. Yeah, I saw that McCready is delayed till August. Probably has to do with Comic-Con. There's a bunch of shit going on right now in the summer. So that's what I'm guessing. Deadpool, red suit. I don't like this. That's fair. I should bring up a poll and see what you guys think, man. So we got all these extra heads. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they have extra heads. And look, I like the concept. I do like the concept. And again, not everybody's going to buy every hot toy. That's a given. Right, that is a given. So let me put this up, man. I'm just gonna do over yes or no poll in the chat, because I'm really curious. Dealing in absolutes here, whether or not you want this or you don't want it. Let me know in the polls in the chat. But definitely, right? It's obviously the head sculpt's cool, right? But yeah, I get it. Caught me by surprise. I think it caught a lot of people by surprise. So it's very, very interesting to see this. What's also interesting is, some of you probably already know this, but I mean, there was a guy for a while who kind of made this very, 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 very similar as a cosplayer, man. And so I'm like, what the hell? It's very interesting. Fat Babbitt says, I know a guy who's pissed they made this. He's always in the groups trying to sell the custom. Well, there's that too, Hot Toys kid bashing their own figures. Well, they do that all the time. I mean, I expect it. They do that a lot with certain clones or certain Mandos. I mean, they're gonna piece things together that they don't have to retool. So I understand it. And again, it's not gonna be for everybody. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't like Christian Bale, and so it's kind of cool that you can have, a Dark Knight kind of bat suit without Bale. I don't know, but it's kind of neat. But I don't know how I'm totally feeling about it yet. That guy Mark says, I like everything about this. I like this by itself on my desk. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I get that. It's kind of neat. pass for me, Walker. I get, no, it's also fair. I know it's not going to be for everybody. Anthony Stanfield was my friend Artisan Joker head sculpt on DX19 repainted body. Pretty much, man. So, Chewy's Bandolier, what's up, my friend? Hey, Anthony, I hope you're well. Appreciate it. I hope you're well too, my friend. I'm not getting this. I just canceled a bunch of pre-orders to lower my stress and restore some sanity. Smart. It is. That happens sometimes. This one definitely doesn't make the cut for me. And that's fair. You know, I know it's not going to be for everybody. This is so like out left field shit. So, Hector says, you know what's stupid? The suit doesn't come with the more accurate updates from the armory figures. This is really a fail. Oh, that's interesting, right? Because yeah, with that new one, they did some updates. So they're just using the old. Is this the DX19 for sure? You think? Like, yeah, they're a business at the end of the day. They're going to throw this shit together and just, you know, make it limited. Because again, this one is also limited. This is also limited to 3,000. So that's probably going to go up in the queue a bit later during the week or next week, I'm assuming. So another interesting thing. My compliments to the custom artists that they took inspiration from. Dude, that's what happens. I mean, it happens in everything in life. If somebody makes something great, someone is going to try to emulate it. And if these guys are in a position to do that, I mean, I don't know what can we do about it, you know? Figure says, got too many things in the pipeline. My 89 Batmobile and black suit Spider-Man shipped on the way. Hell yeah, bro. Congrats. Worried about finding space right now. That's the thing, man. Especially with vehicles, man. You need to be prepared. If you're ordering a bunch of vehicles and they're on the way, or they're even if they're like a year out, you gotta get ready, man. Because when that shit pops, you're like, and you're not prepared, dude. It's where are you gonna put the car? Where are you gonna put the box? I mean, it's crazy, dude. DX19 leftover parts, even the base, you know. Definitely dumping old inventory. I feel you, Red. Primetime reviews. What's up, my man? Thanks for coming through this morning, man. Yo, what's up, brother? Hard pass for me. Yeah, it's interesting. Let me see what the polls in the chat are right now. 66% of you guys are saying no. So yeah, but I want that same energy with this Darth Maul hologram that we're going to talk about, because that thing's ridiculous. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm just kind of seeing what else you guys are saying while we scroll through some of these photos here. What else we got here? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool, but I get like I get why you wouldn't want it, because it's such a weird mismatch kit bash, but it is kind of cool, man. The colors are really neat. They're not super vibrant, but I think they're just so contrasting colors that with the purple and the green, and then you got the red in there. I think this would still look really fucking cool, man. So right now, I don't know. I'm a little indifferent. I don't know what's going to happen. When does this go up for pre-order? Am I going to try to get it? I mean, it's pretty cool. It is kind of cool. I think it's kind of neat, but I don't know. We'll see. Chewy's Bandolier. Yeah, that's what this looks like. Just repainted the base. So maybe the new suit's not ready. Blue tattoo. Maybe, my man. Let's see what else said. I remember this custom from years ago. I didn't like the look back then. Has your mind changed now that Hot Toys has done it? Or is it still just not looking great for you? When my Batmobile arrives in 2025, I was thinking I'm picking up a display table. That's one idea. That's also true. Definitely. They needed the masked head sculpt, I think, to really sell this Joker. Suppose, yeah. I mean, it just really depends on if that would have swayed you more. So I'm not too sure. Might just sit like the Coca-Cola Iron Man, but that sold out in 24 hours. So I don't know. They did do this with Jared Leto. Yeah, they did. They did do that. So if you wanted to do it again and make some kind of weird thing with Michael Keaton, maybe you could do that. See, I wonder if that would be different. I mean, it's not canon. That didn't happen in the movie, but you know, if they had a Jack Nicholson Joker on like an 89 Batman, like mismatched with colors, would I buy it? I don't know. It's tough to say, man. That's tough. Let's see what else is going on here in the chat. Justin McFly, after Dark Luke, anything is possible. It's very true. I never thought we were going to see Dark Empire Luke or Revan or Star Killer for that matter. So I was like, wow, anything's really possible. Brian Howard says, I think it may look better for me with the Leto Joker head. Oh, maybe you could try that. Yeah, who knows, right? Who knows? Again, it's not gonna be for everybody. You could pick this up and paint a custom cowl and use the head sculpt for a different figure and or sell it. Also true. That might be a way to get around Jack's likeness rights. Also may be true, man. Also may be true. Don't ask me why, but I totally see some spoiled 10-year-old having that Maul as a night lamp. Dude, it's fucking... We'll talk about it in a minute. I'll keep going, but I'm not going to go very long. So I don't know if Jay's going to join me or not. Let me find out because we'll see here. But let me see if there's some more photos. It's kind of cool, dude. I mean, look, I know this isn't going to be like, this isn't like a must have for people or even myself, but I can't deny it's still a cool piece. I think maybe well, I don't know if we can all agree that it's a cool piece, but I think, I think it's a cool piece. Whether or not we're going to get it, I don't know. The guy Mark says, if you missed out on the Artisan earlier, you can get this and just purchase the sculpted Hot Toys version. That's another look at that. Yeah, but then you're stuck with his body, but it is an alternative if somebody wanted to go down that route, right? Totally get that. I'm not the only one who sees the Nightlight. No, you don't, my man. Movie Cannon, what is up, my friend? Thanks for coming this morning, man. Yes to this Joker. It's kind of cool, right? So, looks great in my opinion. I'm only going to try to get him. Oh yeah, Yomo. Yeah, dude. It's pretty badass. But again, it's not for everybody. It is most certainly not for everybody. Cool. Got the cards. I mean, this is cool. Do we have now? I didn't look at everything, mind you. Obviously, rolling eyeballs, the same sculpt. What else do we have? Bat suit dominant by purple and green, the Joker elements. I don't like that sentence. I know what they're trying to say, but like that sentence like breaks my fucking brain trying to read that. But yes, the suit is, has the dominant colors of the Joker, essentially, which, yeah. So if we look at this, I kind of want to zoom in because I didn't really look too much this morning. Bro, this is kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. This is kind of cool. Yeah, you got your separate rolling eyes, your wool hair implementation, splatter design. Yeah, we know we get that. It's got the grease gun. I mean, this is pretty. Yeah, that's tough. And it kind of sucks that it's limited. It's Artisan Edition, limited to 3,000. I don't know if you think they're gonna add a freaking a sculpted one like they did the Joker to kind of. Because it's kind of odd that they're throwing the Artisan in there, right? The wool hair one. You think that would take more time to make, or they could just crank out the sculpted and then throw it on this and sell it. So I don't. It's very interesting, but it is cool. Red Letter says sculpted version on this body would be kind of nice. It would. I think either one would be good. I think it would. Splatter design. That Chat GPT translation. Well, right. It's kind of like, I don't know. I get what they're trying to say. So this can go with the Bale Batman WB 100. It could, if anybody bought it. Did you buy it? Let me know. I know a couple of people bought it. The WB 100. I'm not a fan of Bale, so I was definitely not getting it, but J Toys, I like the hair on this. It's not poofy. And it looks cool, man. Mark says I'm slowly talking myself into getting it. I don't know. It's just so unique. It's a cool piece. So I'm not too sure, but it is a cool piece, dude. Okay. Give me a sec before I move on. But let me look at the poll here. Still 70% of you guys are saying no. 59 votes. Let's see. What else you guys have to say here? As a figure, it looks great. Anthony Stanfield, thank you, my man. But not for me, but I'm happy for the niche collectors that will love it. And that's the thing. Like, some of this stuff is just kind of cool when you got these weird one-off, just one-off mixes. Those are kind of cool, man. So, and again, I know it's not gonna be for everybody. What's it gonna cost? Like, we don't know yet. Is this the Artisan Joker was what, 420, 440? This is going to be an interesting, experiment, because are they going to up the price because it's an Artisan, right? Because of the wool hair, that's what we're talking about. When we talk about Artisan, really, we're talking about the head sculpt. So is this going to be a $400 figure? What do you guys think? Do you think this will be $400, or do you think it'll be somewhere in the threes? I don't know. 515. Is that what it was? 515 for the original Artisan. So yeah. Okay. Well, fuck, man. What do you get? Do you think realistically this could be a $300 and something figure, or you think it's going to sit in the fours? Because that's going to be interesting, right? Watch this become a girl. It very well might be, dude. This is going to be a weird piece, especially the way they're doing it as a limited. No way I pay $500 for this. All right. Well, my buddy, what is up? Jay in the building. What's up?
What?
How are you this morning?
What's up? What's up with you? How's everybody doing? Glad to have you back in the mornings, bro. Well, the afternoon for me, but the morning.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, you know, I got up like hella early, dude, like 5 hours ago, and I was gonna go early, but I was grumpy. I didn't have my coffee, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait, and then then I know that you had done a show. I know Layla done a show, so I was like, I'll wait a little bit. We'll wait a little bit. Come on in.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
bro.
It's fucking nuts, bro. Speaking of Layla, what's up, my man? See, 400 for sure. That's a lot. I mean, what do you think, man? What do you think?
Yeah.
You did a show this morning, but I was asleep. It was like 4 a.m. for me.
Yeah, it was super duper early. It was ridiculous. And I was looking at this, and we talked about it. And I believe it was OG fan. I think it was OG fan with Star Wars. It's just Star Wars. He actually was throwing out prices for this. Hey, what's up, Joey Mandalay? What's up, Leo? What's up, everybody? He was OG was saying that it was going to be about coming home like 380, almost 400. So yeah, man. The one thing I like about this is the fact that this shows me that Artisan Joker they believe in, and the sculpt is so good that they're willing to use it on another figure. That's what I get from this. Like, okay, I feel like my purchase of the Artisan Joker is kind of validated, because looking at this sculpt is fantastic. That is fantastic. So the fact that they're using that again is great. But the big thing to look at here, guys, is that Hot Toys is now into kit bashing. Now, they've done this before. We saw this with the Obi-Wan, with the Mandalorian Obi-Wan, but we all know, and I've become more familiar with Clone Wars, and looking at that episode, we understand why we're getting that Mandalorian.
Right, it's very specific. It's episode specific. It's not necessarily a let's just throw shit together. Like, it did serve a purpose. It
has meaning.
Season 5.
Exactly.
So I get that.
It makes sense, but to look at this, it's like, okay, we're kid bashing. Somebody also made a comment like they obviously have a whole bunch of DX19s just laying around. They were like, we're gonna use these son of a bitches.
We're gonna,
So yeah, it's a lot. I mean, this is not. I'll just say this. I know some people are excited about it. I know. I think Movie Cannon said that he was into this, and it makes sense. Like, it will pop on your shelf. And if Joker is your thing, absolutely, it's a great piece of art. But you also got to consider all the shit that we are getting this year, just in general. And
you got to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose.
You have to.
You have to pick and choose. But I want to say two things real quick, man, because I do have a rebuttal to what you said. What you said I find interesting, that they have faith in their sculpt so good they want to use it. And one could say, you know what, that's a valid argument. Yeah. But you know what I'm thinking the whole time you're talking about this is that it almost starts messing with my head, where I'm like, as we talked about before in the past, that like with all these limited releases, they're creating a market.
Yeah,
it's an illusion.
Yeah,
right. They're creating a market. Right. They're giving you this FOMO, this false sense of urgency.
That's right.
And I get why, because the market's economy's shitty, and we want to make money as a business. But the point is that I'm thinking is, just like when they dropped this, man, when they dropped the Artisan Joker, it was limited to 4,000. But do you remember in China, they upped a little bit more, right? They were like, here, we're gonna put a little bit more units out. Right. I think it was during the Shanghai event. I think I forget what event it was, but they allocated more. So my point is like, how many do they really make? You understand what I'm saying? Because if they made the sculpt,
bro.
What if they made like 15,000? But they limit it to, you know what I'm saying? So I never really know.
So, we've heard from, John has told us from NR several times that the rooted hair, it's kind of it's a process. It's not an easy process. It's still a process that both companies are still trying to fine tune for mass production. Let's be honest. It is. That's what makes it kind of special, especially when it looks this good. But to your point, what the hell? Like, really? Like, are there really only 4,000? Are there really only 5,000? Like, how many
I
more?
see, I think they're those are arbitrary numbers they just make up. They go, you know, it's 3,000, 4,000. Let's do whatever.
Bro, until they start putting numbers on this shit, like they did that Michael Jackson beat it, they did back in the day, and like they recently did with that President Loki. It's in my eyes, it's made up. It's fun to play along, but it's made up. You know what I'm saying? I agree. I totally agree.
I'm with you, man. Same with Leo, man. As much as it's not for me, I'm actually happy to see its reveal. It makes for more diversity and risk taking, and it totally does. That's what I'm saying. It's so unique. Absolutely. I'm cool with them trying new things just for fun, and you know, getting the feelers out there, because some people are gonna buy. So with you, speaking of Leo and you, man, congrats to both of you guys, by the way, for 5K.
Absolutely.
I know some of you guys in the chat know. Congrats to 5K to Jay. Yeah, Jay and Leo both, man. Awesome, dude.
Thank you.
It's badass, man. So, guys,
awesome.
go check them out. Obviously, if you haven't, for sure.
We hit it on the same day. Yep.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. Fucking awesome, man. Mario says the Joker sculpt is that good, or was the development that expensive? Oh, that's another good point. To where they need to get their money's worth. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it costs them more than $5 to make a fucking figure. Just being real. I'm not trying to Debbie Downer everybody to be like, damn it. But their margin's so low. Maybe it's not that low, but it's, But you're right, though. That could be. They may have to recover just from the rooting process. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Do it, Mario, says the movie canon. Looking at the picture now, that head looks incredibly out of proportion with that body. Maybe it's the angles, guys.
Maybe it could be the angles, but it could be out of proportion. I mean, it's a kid bash. We all know they didn't change that suit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know exactly Heath Ledger, as I believe, was he a little bigger than Christian Bale? Christian Bale wasn't the biggest guy from what I remember. Their builds are not. I don't know if their builds are exactly the same. So, but then again, I don't know. In the suit, everything's a little. I mean, who knows?
It's tough, man. What do you think about this, though, man? This was the cosplayer guy. Do you guys remember this? You familiar with this? That he made his suit a while back and been around a lot of Comic-Cons and stuff. And I forget the gentleman's name, but that's the first thing I thought of when I saw this. I was like, oh, are they like, is this, I mean, now it's not identical, but I mean, it kind of is. You know what I mean?
Kinda is. I remember
the paint.
I remember seeing this guy. Wait a minute. All I gotta say is, where's brother's check? Where's his check?
Right, like this was a thing. This was like 4 years, 5 years. Remember, this was this guy. I forgot his name, but he's been out in like San Diego Comic-Con, other places.
At least a free figure or something, Howard. At least a free figure. I mean, something.
So that's the first thing I thought of, dude. I was like, yo, that's like total cosplay fucking figure, but I just didn't know if people knew about that or thought about it or what their thoughts were. So it's kind of interesting that he kind of did that, and then but whatever. It's not, he doesn't own the IP, so companies can do whatever.
It's not
but
his intellectual property, so I get it. But still, I mean, it'd be nice. Get a brother, find him, give him a figure.
Well, maybe like, even though, but see, that guy Mark though says the guy took that from a custom figure that was made. He wasn't the one that originated the look. So maybe the guy who made the custom originated the look. This guy cosplayed it, and then Hot Toys is like, fuck it. Let's make money off this.
How about just
this
give me a
seems to be popular.
Figure? How about that? Just give me a free figure. How about that?
So, not too sure. Our channel has been keeping an eye on customs and cosplays this year. Yeah, for sure. But anyway, I'll probably end the poll here in just a minute. We're at 72 votes, guys. Get a couple more votes in. 29% so far into it. 71%. Not so much. Louis Labitz, my man. What's up, brother? Man says, yep, not sure if it's the same dude, but I've seen cosplay in New York Comic Con as well. Yeah, so not sure if they are. They're great looking. So it's just kind of interesting when you bounce back. I mean, you're like, oh, look at that. I mean, that's like pretty damn close. But I think it's cool, man. I agree with Leo too. Some more risk taking, doing some cool stuff. It almost reminds me of like an artist creation where they, kind of have an interpretation of something and then just kind of go with it and see if people like it. I like the creativity. even if it's not their creativity, it's still kind of an original piece, at least from Hot Toy standpoint. So that's pretty cool, man. But anyway, I'll go ahead and end the poll, man. 70% not interested, 30% interested. So there was really only one other thing, Jay, that I wanted to talk about, man. I'll have to pull it. Whoa, we're like sideways. I don't like that. There we go.
There we go.
You know what I'm going to bring up. You know what I'm going to bring up, dude.
Do it, bro. Do it.
I got to bring up this weird kid's bottle of soap or whatever the hell this thing is. This Darth Maul. I'm sorry. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw it this morning. Like, you remember those little soap dispensers or like bubble bath fucking? Remember we were kids, little bubble bath Star Wars fucking like. Oh my I'm sorry, God, guys. Don't unsubscribe. I'm like, fuck, man. Anyway, you know the reason why I laugh at it, bro, because it's Hot Toys.
Yes,
it's Hot Toys. So I'm kind of like, what the fuck? But
the sad part is, bro, I kind of want it, and the reason why, because I think it'd be kind of like fun. Because I'm a big ass kid. 1, 2. I know.
Well, yeah, we are.
But the thing is, this will look good in a damn display. It really was, and you could do that pose with the Emperor. It will look cool. But bringing it home, liking it, and then buying it and putting the money out there and paying for shipping and taxing and all that shit is a whole nother story. Like this morning, I was singing his praises, and I think who was it? I forget who was. I think Mark Attack kind of almost talked me out of it for real, because it was like, yeah, bro, this is gonna be like $250 to take home. I think it's going somewhere. I think in Hong Kong for us it's like, I think it's going to be somewhere from 125, 130. But when you break it down, it's still is going to be a $200 figure.
This is what I'm talking about. If it's 125 overseas, it'd be 165, 175 on Sideshow.
Yep.
Throw on another $30 or so, tax and shipping. I don't know how I feel about this.
Should have been 100. Should have been 150 out the door. This shouldn't have been no more than one, because it will look good in displays.
Man, this shit should be $40 tops. Like, I'm being serious. It's a piece of
but let's be honest, but with the Hot Toys name, you're gonna pay that. You're gonna pay for the name. You know what I'm saying? If this was anybody else, we all know what especially with all people, you know what it costs to make this. Which shit. It costs like
13 cents.
Probably, yeah.
So, I'm just saying, because there's absolutely nothing to it. It's casted and produced. LED. There's nothing there. Yep. The light is the base, and the light's gonna just pop upward. That's it, bro. Like,
fuck that. No, you just gave me an idea. Fuck that. I am gonna buy this, and I'm gonna use this as my kid's nightlight. Because that's what it looks like. It looks like
one it does. There's another thing, nightlight. A lot of people say the same thing. It's so and again, I'm not knocking it, but the price is outrageous. And this is why I put a poll in the chat, yes or no, or does this open the door for some shit? Because I feel like I'm serious. If people like buy this, right? This reminds me of like, you know, being a gamer and people like pre-ordering games before they come out and buying into these season passes that end up sucking. And you know, I'm not saying that this is going to be a horrible piece, but what sets the mood moving forward? Because are they going to keep just giving us a bunch of fucking holograms down the road? And again, we don't have to buy it. Again, this is just like the Batman we're talking about. You don't have to buy it. I'm not saying it's like trash, but it's like, for the price that it is, and there's so much stuff out there that we're getting or have on pre-order or that is coming. This is a hard sell for me to be like, I need to get in on the hologram line.
At this point, they're just throwing paint on a wall and see what sticks. They want to see if there's a market for this. You're right, to see if they can just get off some shit and they can make some easy money. And this is easy money for them, you know? It's residual. This becomes another piece of the residual income. And it puts a space holder in for the days where we're waiting. I mean, honestly, when you break it down, all these damn exclusive figures. I mean, there are quite a few that we want, that are worthy of exclusives. But all this year, I look at it honestly as them stalling for time on shit that we really want. That's really what it is. Let's be honest, people. It's them stalling for time. A lot of
but
these
bro, this is an exclusive too.
I know.
1,500. So it's half the two that we saw today.
They want to see if there's a market for it, and are people going to buy it, and they're going to get and get money for it. Now it's up to us on if we're going to put our money out there. But they knew if this was a GR, if this was a general release, they know this shit would sit and sit and sit and sit, and nobody. I don't even think Sideshow would pick this up. To be quite honest, they're like, we ain't holding on to that shit. But for us, they do want to see if there's a market in it. They're trying to sell. They're in the business inside. It's no. I told people all about it. I had two Sideshow accounts at one time, and my account got pruned straight up.
Oh yeah, they've been cracking down on those now because of that shit. So
this exclusivity, Sideshow pretty much told me, they were like, "This is our new business model when it comes to Hot Toys, exclusivity." They're selling exclusivity. They're still trying to sell exclusivity with this piece right here as well, and want to see if we're going to fall for it. And frankly, it's going to be a couple of us that fall for it. Hey, I almost kind of fell for it. I'm still probably going to get it. But
so if this drops Friday, you're going to try to get in the queue for this. I mean, that's the real.
You want to know the truth? What my plan is to not get in the queue for it. My plan is to wait maybe a year two down the line, and wait for somebody to put this on the BST groups and snatch it for like $100. That's really my plan, to be quite honest. So it'll be in the collection, but I don't.
We'll see. I'm just concerned what they're going to do moving forward. But I do want to hit a couple people in the chat real quick. Striker, my friend, what is good? Good evening, everyone. I feel the word exclusive used to be so exciting for collectors, but now it has become a dreaded thing. Now that your systems have been orchestrated, it is. Yeah, kind of sucks. But there are some interesting comments in here. Chewy's Bandolier, if they do a hologram of Leia, help me Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'll get that for sure. Okay, I have it anyway. If you had the R2, right? R2 has it, but they're 6 scale size, which I'm cool with. I don't know if I need to go down life size. We'll see. Brian says, I think it's cool for like a home theater. We have different characters on the wall every 6 or 8 feet down. But you're better off 3D printing them. If that was the case, I'd have my Hot Toys though. But I get what you're saying, because the lights, you can have a mood kind of, Hot Toys moving into the homeware market. I don't know if I want a 6 scale gummy bear mall. Definitely funny, man. I mean, no way. Should this be more than a Hano figure? This really seems like some cheap Black Series shit. I mean, so it's a tough one, man. Only 1,500 because the shampoo market has shrunk. I mean, I get it. There's you guys got some zingers in there. Chuck's like, what the fuck?
I love it.
So I don't know. My concern is, here's the only cool thing about this. Yeah. Well, there may be other cool things, but there's the only one thing I'm thinking is that maybe if they're going to go down this route, and I know this is holographic, but we could potentially see some Force, ghosts of figures, maybe. Yeah. But they too would be probably like this, right? Just one piece of plastic. I don't know. Right. So I do commend them for trying something new. I do. It's exactly neat. But I think you're right. I think they're just going to test the market, and then they're going to throw this up. They're saying, hey, this is a limited exclusive piece for 1,500, and you're going to have to go sit in a queue, take time out of your day to try to get this for like $200 on Sideshow. And if that does very well, then we're going to definitely see more of this type of stuff. I mean, now the year's not over yet though, bro. The year's not over, but I'm like, yo, where the fuck? This is Phantom Menace 25. Says it on the packaging, on the, the thing here. Where the fuck is Padawan Obi-Wan?
Where the fuck is Padawan Obi-Wan? Where is Queen Amidala? Where is also Little Annie and Jar Jar Binks 2-pack? Where's that? Because that's a market for all that stuff. This is not. But once again, I think this is a space holder. It kills two birds with one stone. It pretty much it puts the line out there that yes, this is the 20th anniversary, the 25th anniversary Attack of Clone. Whatchamacallit, 20th anniversary of episode 1. Also, other stuff is coming, but we're putting this out there for now. Why we refine those sculpts and get our affairs.
It's possible because this could be a gap filler.
That's what I'm thinking.
Again, this doesn't cost them really anything to do. They just blew up the mall and done deal. So a Fat Gadget, that's pretty actually fucking cool if you think of it that way. First piece of a large chess set. If you got enough people, you know what I mean. You could make a chess set with all if they keep going down that road. So I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, they did 3 Phantom Menace malls now before Obi-Wan. You're right.
It's ridiculous.
The 2 versions that they just did, and then this here. So yeah, but I don't know. So the poll in the chat, what are you guys saying over here, man? 64% are saying no, 11 saying this is going to open the door for some shit, 25% yes. So there's I mean, look, there's always going to be a demand for something. Everything that we think is maybe obscure for us, there's somebody. The Joker was 30% who want the Batman Joker. So there's always going to be a market. It's weird because you're like, well, it's Hot Toys.
Part of me is like, you know what? Let them have their fun. Let them put it out. But I think what pisses people off is that people want that Padawan, Obi-Wan. It's other figures in that line that we want. They gave us this. And frankly, the price. If this was $100, people wouldn't. I think people would. If it was $100 and exclusive, I think people would ride for it. But the fact that we're talking about $200 out the door.
Well, I mean, even then, 100 and change or 100 rounded up halfway, 150, 160, you're starting to teeter in that territory where I'm like,
anything over 100, you're right. It just you're falling into that Hano line, and it's like you already did Hano, and then people already were a little pissed off last week with getting an exclusive Hano figure when we thought the Hano line wasn't that. So it's like they're kind of. I know they're testing the market and they want to see what they can get away with, frankly. But I think after last week, the Hano and people missing out on that, and then giving this is like, all right, guys, you gotta your market is your market, but also don't want to be what's the word I'm looking for? You don't want to insult your market. You know what I'm saying, Finny? And I'm not saying it's that bad, but some collectors may look at it like this may be insulting at this point. Especially,
do you feel like it cheapens the brand, or do you feel like they're just trying something new? Because you say that when you're trying to like insult a fan base. Maybe not everybody, right? Because there's gonna be people who want it. I would take it myself, but I mean, I think it's like $30-$40. I wouldn't want to be spending $150-$200 on it.
And they need to drop the price down. And this is they're power. They have done budget friendly figures before. We've had power poses and stuff before. This is not even a power pose. This is not even a figure. This is something that a collector. This is for the collector that has everything and it's like, you know what I want to do? I want to have that one specific scene where Maul was sitting there looking like a badass.
Right, just something.
That's all you would have it for. Nobody else would buy this besides for that scene, or I don't know, doing a weird cosplay, because I mean, this is kind of a life-size piece as well, depending on, how you carry it, but still I don't know, man. I think they're trying to do something new, but I think the fault is the price. I think that's really what we're talking about. If the pricing was around 100 or under $100, I think people, even with the exclusivity, I think people would have jumped on it. Or maybe not. I mean, the fact that it's an exclusive piece and they're trying to, once again, this just shows that they're in the business of selling exclusivity at that point. And they're not even really giving you exclusivity. Like,
it seems like we have shit like every Friday we have to get into a queue.
Every fucking Friday. It's becoming
like it's getting a little ridiculous. Much, maybe.
Second brother called me this morning and was like, bro, this is ridiculous. He was like, I'm tired of this. This is not even, it's becoming not fun. It's becoming mundane. They have to slow down, and they should. They definitely should slow down. Or if they want to sell exclusivity so damn much, number the fucking product. It will not cost them.
I still think either numbered or time release. I like the 3-week window. I don't like trying to rush in at the middle of the day or early morning to try to like lock in an order and ensure that I get it like right then and there. But my whole complaint too, though, is that how many holograms do we have in 6 scale that I'm not going to say nobody uses, but I mean, I got a ton of holograms that are just in like boxes or, contain. I just put them away. I don't use them often. Some will, but now we're going in 6 scale.
I don't even use them for reviews. Because I'm like, what's the point? I don't even like, even when I do a day one review, I don't use them. I don't use them. I don't. So
yeah, and they're like I said, they're neat, but I don't know. Justin, are these SDCC exclusives? I don't think so. They're exclusives, but I'm not really too sure. Marketech says I must be in the minority, but something being exclusive doesn't convince me to get the figure at all. No, that's good, because you shouldn't just like jump into the hype. So Keaton Car 89, my friend, what is good, my friend, says, as a person who put his money down for the Jazz Inc. 89, I have to admit I'd have preferred a seated Batman as a bonus rather than a hardcover book. There's still time to include it as an extra. You know, we talked about that. You know, it is because that's almost in the same vein, almost, where I was like, the Keaton also, I feel personally, is a little bit expensive. And just because I know it's going to be thrown into a car, it's not really its power pose, it's not a full-fledged articulated figure. You just kind of want to have the aesthetics of him driving or flying the Batwing. But you know, it's rough, bro. Yeah, you can get a lot of these figures for 150 on eBay right now. It's crazy, dude. Market's crazy. Mr. Musashi, what is up, my friend? What's up, Mafia and BC? When are these dropping? Maybe soon. Maybe soon. Some were saying these are 2024 releases, so I'm not entirely sure. Real quick though, Mike, though, he says, sorry, I had to step away for a bit, but did we talk about the concerns over the brightness of this? Will it be similar to the LED lightsabers or better? That's a good question. We're not really sure, man.
Yeah. This shit, I mean, for this price, this shit needs to look like, I need to be able to step away from it and be like, oh yeah, it looks like a hologram. You know what I'm saying? It might not
be that bright though, right? It might not be. It might not be that bright. Yeah. It might not be super bright, man. Doug, my friend, and we don't even know how this will glow in hand, because this is probably enhanced, right? So I would like it to be bright. I think that's the point, right? When you look at some of the other light up things that we've gotten, they're not super bright. Some are okay, you know, the Bespin Luke, I think his base is pretty nice. The new Hot Toys Batman base is not bad with the red light on the stairs.
Yep. Oh yeah. Good.
But hologram's gonna be kind of funky, right? Because of that blue. So if they barely light it, like if this is like the base from Obi-Wan Deluxe, Revenge of the Sith, that base was not very bright. Granted, this was a while ago. They have improved lighting, but we're gonna have to see, man.
You know what this may open the door up to? I mean, imagine we get a Kenobi figure, right? Not the 2v1, not the brother and sister, you know, that we want, but they'd be like, oh, here's a Qui-Gon. Here's a Force. Here's a
Force Ghost Qui-Gon.
Force Ghost Qui-Gon. Yeah,
it can happen, dude.
It can happen. It can fucking happen.
I don't even think I would buy them.
Hell no, man.
Because it does teeter in, like someone was saying in the chat, forgive me, but it does kind of teeter into Black Series in a weird way, where you're feeling like there's so many things. I'm like, but these are all like $200-$300 items,
right?
Even on the low end, if it's $150, you're still like, ooh. That's like half of my other figure that I got down, or, you know, so this is going to be kind of certain things I just don't think I'll grab.
Do you think, I mean, maybe this is a stupid question. Those companies are too big. Like when you get into Hasbro and all that stuff, these companies are like huge. But do you think Hot Toys is trying to position themselves in an all around? I mean, well, no, that's a stupid question too, because it's like, now that I think about it, Hot Toys, it's adult premium collectibles. They're mass produced, but they don't do anything that's like, you know, they don't do anything that's under $100. Not really, you know, maybe a light box, right? Even though
they're high end mass produced collectibles. That's how you have to look at it. Hot Toys really flipped a switch around 2017, bro. They really solidified it. And I think that just had to do, and kudos to them for building their company the way they built it. But I think because of the monumental success at the time of the MCU, like fucking thrusted them.
Yes.
Thrusted them. And then as that starts to teeter down, and I'm not saying it's dipping down, but as that's starting to dip down, Mandalorian comes out and like restores a ton of people's faith in Star Wars, you know? And Star Wars was kind of selling, but not really. Even OT was sitting on the shelves, you know, and then the sequels and, you know, they weren't selling out. So I think, you know, I mean, again, good for them for building how they built. But at that point, I think they got thrown into a new tier.
Yes.
Where they're like, dude, we can crank shit out now. We've got the backing power of Disney. We got, the popularity. We're riding off the success of these multi-billion-dollar franchises that are popping out movies every few months. You know what I mean? So they're mass-produced now, make no mistake. I mean, they are compared to any other 6-scale company. That's why we can kind of compare them sometimes. But it's, I don't know. Are these going to be Q system? Yeah, they're exclusives, bro. So we're going to have to see. Mario said, I actually have this lit up Maul in 3.75 to the point. So, it's going to be tough, man. So I don't know if there was a 1/1 Palpatine to hold this, maybe, but this just looks like a 3D print. Yeah. I see what you guys are kind of saying.
Yeah.
Maybe if they had a blinking LED in section, so it looks more like the movie, that would be more. Well, they would have to have like some kind of cascading light. That would be cool.
Right.
Like an animated somehow light that can kind of really make it.
What if they did? Yeah. What if they do something like that? Like that base, they have like a little blinking light up there that pulsates.
They would have said something. This just says LED light up powered by USB.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it cooler than what it is. I'm sorry.
I know you
are. I'm trying to give them benefit of the doubt, but I'm glad we have this community because like I said, I didn't know the price on this morning. So I was like, well, maybe, maybe I don't think it's a bad thing to have. But when you start talking about all the stuff that we have, and we have a bunch of shit coming, a lot of stuff coming, it just, they know people weren't going to buy this. They knew this. They knew to make this exclusive. I like the fact that they're trying something different, but the price point, I get it. Yeah. Isn't it cost enough?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
It cost them nothing to make this. Let's be honest. It didn't.
Do you think it's fair to assume the production cost and profit margin for Hot Toys is the same for every other toy line? No. Because, they're all going to factor in. Who makes it? I don't know their margins. But if you look at somebody like Hasbro and Black Series, they clearly spend way less on a smaller item. Right. And plus they're mass producing waves. Like here's wave 37, here's wave 38. And those things are getting fucking expensive too, right? So
yeah.
And those are to the masses. Like everybody, the kids go to Target, stuff like that. Like those are mass purchased. They're probably making tons.
Yeah.
So it's hard to assume. I know Hot Toys is still doing great because this is it still is widely popular, collecting 6-scale, even though it's a smaller market. Dude, China's dude, they're doing good. They're doing good. So but I do think that every company is different in their markups and how much they're actually bringing in profit wise. So Feezy though, my man, what is up, dude? Glad to see you here, man. Black Series does have a hologram line. The light stops at the knees though because of the articulation. Most likely why this isn't articulated and just one piece, but we'll see how it works. Yeah, if it was because the light's gonna get blocked.
You're right.
All that stuff. So very interesting. So also the Maul head sculpt on this is the 1.0. It's not even the 2.0. Yeah, I guess it is. It doesn't look like this.
Sure is.
Yeah. Well, I don't know either way. Any other thoughts, Jay? Because I know we were kind of doing a little short, today just to kind of talk about some stuff, but
no, man. I think we all said it all. Looks like a damn gummy bear. Looks like a nightlight. Bottle of shampoo. Some people are going to get it. Some people are going to get it. That's the thing. I think the bad thing about it is it should have been a little cheaper. I think this was a little cheaper. We wouldn't have minded. Because I wouldn't mind having it, but $200.
Yeah, but the price, that's where it comes down to.
Yeah, man.
Because I think it's safe to say most of us out here would almost take anything if the price was right and we had space.
Yeah.
Yeah, but absolutely. Because these are expensive pieces. Everything we get is expensive, so we have to really kind of pick and choose. So
and so much coming.
No. I agree, dude. Would love to see if they did a Joker effect on the Batmobile, because like the Arkham Knight, Arkham City games, they did like a Joker Batmobile all spray painted up and shit, and that was cool.
Yeah,
that's neat.
Going back to that Joker, somebody said it this morning. We get this, and it would have made all the sense in the world. If they want to use that head sculpt from the Artisan Joker, if they want to use that head sculpt again, why not give us a nurse Joker, or either
I don't think they can
A
do the
3
nurse Joker, bro.
or 3.0 of the bank robber Joker. That would have been, which
That would be
now
cool.
that I'm saying it, I'm thinking we'll probably get that. We'll probably get that 3.0. We probably will, and that will be an
Matter of
exclusive.
time. Matter of
Yep.
time.
Yep.
I mean, you know, one could suspect. It's interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yep.
Lizard diorama base was around 170, and that was basically half a figure as a statue. This is a full figure statue. True. But no articulation. Does the lizard articulate at all? Does the arms move? I don't know. I didn't pick them up. You have them, Jay? Or is it just one piece of plastic?
Second brother has them. I think he's just a cool looking piece of plastic. I don't think he moves.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't pick those up.
I wasn't able to get that one.
But that's expensive too, bro. Like, I think.
That's why I don't have it.
At least it's in like action, sort of, though. You know, it is kind of a dynamic.
It's cool and it makes that figure cooler. But I mean, at the end of the day, like how my display is back there, is like no point. He's not even going to be seen. So like I got.
Well, yeah, because I can't really even.
Yeah, if you look, like you see the three of them back there, and on the, I guess that's my right here. There's Andrew. And I just have him propped up on a piece of like a podium, like a little podium. He's just standing up on, so you wouldn't even be able to see him right there. So there's no point in me to get the lizard. So.
Oh, fair. Looks nice though. Great looking to No Way Home line.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but it's, we prioritize. You know, I can't do it.
No.
I could have maybe if I didn't get so many fucking Batmobiles, but you know what I mean. You all gotta. You gotta play around.
That's what you call a complex, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, they're good problems to have, obviously, because what we're doing is a luxury hobby. All of us who buy figures, so I mean, I get it, but we do have to pick and choose. You got to go down your own. So
you have to. It's too much.
Yeah, bro. That's what we were talking about earlier. I don't know why they decided to go with the rooted or not just do the sculpted, but I guess we'll see. So. Coffin, what is up, my friend? Thanks for coming through, man. We are probably going to wrap, though, guys. Just hit like an hour, just kind of do a little quick morning. So perhaps they made it ultra exclusive because they know it would not sell otherwise. Maybe. Maybe. Valiant Archer, what's up, my man? Yeah, I'm trying to get back to my morning shows, man. But I mean, I'll be in Vegas in a couple weeks. It's been, you know, so we'll see if I can keep doing some of the mornings. I know a lot of people miss it. A lot of people can't tune in on Saturdays. And so in the morning, we got the different time zones. So we'll see. But other than that, guys, I think we'll probably wrap. I mean, you got anything going on this week, Jay?
Most likely we're probably doing a best of the best tomorrow. If not, I'll let everybody know. Especially if we get something else tomorrow. I'm hoping we get another drop to talk about. Because I do want to talk about, have a round robin about these leaks that we're hearing about.
You gonna talk about the leaks,
bro? All I gotta say is this: it's time for the Terminator. It's time for the Terminator.
Well, that's the thing, though, man. And I knew about that like months ago, but I was like, I don't want to talk about it. You know, because I was like, you know, you don't want to be out there being like, guys, we're getting a fucking Terminator. We're getting a fucking Terminator, and then like nothing happens. So that's why I don't want to like talk about too much of the. Because is it a leak? Is it a rumor? Is it I don't know. It's fun to speculate, though. It absolutely is. Because like, hey, what if all this does come out? But I don't want to, you know, be like, oh, this shit's coming, and then fucking crickets. You know, like nothing happens.
Which it will be. It will be. And then
we'll see. I mean, we'll probably get some of this, right? So, Mike, no, my man. I do appreciate it, though, guys. Is the heat worse in Vegas? No, it's not. It's about the same, but it's a few degrees cooler.
Bro, we're like degree twins right now because it's been in the hundreds like all week in the DMV.
Is it, dude? It is currently. I'll tell you guys right now what fucking temperature it is out there. But it's still early in the day here. It's 11-ish right now. It is currently 102.
We are...
But
it's 100. It is 100.
Today's supposed to be 112.
Jesus Christ.
Then it's 13, 14, 16, 17, 17, 17. It's just, this is what it is. Dude, this is summertime, bro. This shit's always triple fucking...
Anytime
here, anyway.
I saw a squirrel walking. You know squirrels don't walk, they hop and run and shit. This motherfucker,
they frolic.
This motherfucker was like, I need water.
Well, especially for you guys, you're not acclimated to that kind of temperature, so when it hits, you're like, whoa.
Not at all, bro. Not at all.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I know, man. I don't know. Do you think Sideshow will bring the 89 back computer to San Diego or the vault? They might. They show this shit off, but then nothing happens. I don't know what's going on with that. So
yeah, man.
They might do it for display, like they bring out the N1, they bring out the TIE Fighter, they do all that, big grandiose displays to kind of attract people. But I don't know if they're ever gonna like produce them. 84. See, I'd take 84 right now. That'd be great. But man, other than that, dude, I don't know, man. I've got work coming in. I got Neelix for the X06 fans, so stay tuned on that. I got the instructional video coming up for work on that, and I'm gonna do a review on the Zoltar New Wave Toys, arcade. It's pretty fucking cool
because that's animatronic and everything, right?
It's pretty cool, man. I like it a lot. I understand because there's no screen that there's not. Usually in the arcades, you can go into the screen and there's settings in there for like attract mode and stuff. But there's no digital screen. It's not an arcade machine. It's not a game.
Right.
So what they did is like you can have it on, which is every 5 minutes it'll light up and do its thing, or you can set it to motion sensor. So if you like, there's a little sensor on the front of it. So if you like move your hand or walk by it, then it'll kick on.
That is cool.
Whereas the other arcades, you can just have them on. They're lit up. The games are playing. The sounds are playing. Because it's their arcades. This one, I get why they do that because the animatronics, you can't have this thing just constantly running 24 hours a day. I think eventually it'll probably
Yeah.
But it's really cool, man. It is really cool. So, still waiting for Jordy. Well, hopefully you get it soon, my man. Yeah, like the flying avatars, right? They just kind of show stuff, and so we'll see. We'll see. So. But anyway, guys, that's it. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week out there, man. Come check us out in the Facebook group if you haven't already, 6 Scale Mafia. And of course, come hang out in the Discord if you'd like to as well. Or we're talking all sorts of shit in there. It's, collecting photos, you name it. It's fun stuff, guys. So other than that, guys, we are out. You guys have a great rest of your day. We will see you guys next time, Saturday.